Welcome back, everyone, to Learning 5 community here. We're bringing you more Worlds preview. We're bringing you AD carries. I'm the AMO, the host and maker of these lists, so go ahead, yell at me, but I think AD carries are going to be the stars of this year's Worlds tournament, and I think the fact that there's going to be some diversity. Now, I'm going to start with a lot of champions here, but I think after group stage is done, it's going to be shut down to 4 champions, and the AD carry position is played unless you see something crazy like teams just start banning out AD carries entirely in the quarter, semis, and going into those finals. So hopefully production team's ready to go because the list is coming. We're starting off with our 3 bans, just like some of the other roles. We got 3 bans. We're still banning Jhin. We're still banning Sivir. We're still banning Ashe. Jhin and Ashe, you got too much long range engage for an AD carry that puts out too much damage. Your utility and your damage is not quite equal in each other here, right? You're supposed to either do damage or you're supposed to have utility, not both. Both of those champions are bringing too much of that. Speaking about bringing damage and utility, Sivir, a little bit more focused on the team utility instead of getting picks. She's speeding her whole team up. Everyone's running fast type of thing. Still getting those bouncing blades, bouncing crits, killing the back line while she's attacking the front line, even though the damage is less. Now we're actually getting into her picks. We're going to talk a little bit more about them because I think, once again, the player's style is going to impact how each team wants to run the bot lane. We're bringing out Lucian, Caitlyn, Ezreal, Miss Fortune, and Jinx. Also Twitch. I know that's kind of 6. Normally I've said 5, but I'm going to go with 6 here, mainly because I think Jinx and Caitlyn, they're going to fill the same role. It's just going to be a preference on the player if they want to play either Jinx or Caitlyn. So Lucian, he's getting in there. He's going to be your duelist. He's going to be kind of one of your lane bullies along with Miss Fortune. They're going to look to control the lane, bully it out, try and get ahead in CS. May see some of that the Korean build with the Yomus and the Black Cleaver, that type to try and just get ahead, take control, and just power through the mid and early game. Hopefully before someone like late game Jinx or late game Twitch, Caitlyn even at the very late game where they've got those 6 items and they're critting on every attack and they're just pumping out that pure raw damage that early build that Lucian and Miss Fortune can do won't pull it out. Real interesting one here is going to be Ezreal. He's going to see some play. It's just that I'm not quite sure because of the tier build, but if you go for the Trinity Force instead of the Iceborne Gauntlet, he's got more damage. But the key is weaving in those auto attacks in between his spells. It's just I'm not sure how his laning phase is going to go because of having to build that tier onto Ezreal. Now our fringe is going to be Vayne, Kaga, Trist. Who doesn't want to see Uzi come out with some Vayne play? Who doesn't want to see Double Lift come out with some Vayne play? Heck, I'd love to see Bang on some Kog'Maw. Protect the Cog comp coming out from SKT or even Rocks Tigers, right? They're the ones who brought it out in the first place last 2015 in spring, and we're doing really good against Korean teams with that comp. So those are the type of things you could see on the fringe. But once we get back into this, I want to stress this point. The AD carries are going to be the most important in winning the game because that first brick is so important. I think early dominant AD carries might shine early in the group stage, but late game or the utility strength AD carries are going to shine in quarters, semis, and finals. Someone like the Ashe and Jhin who can both dump out the damage and have that utility for the engage are maybe the stars of the actual show when it comes back to LA. Please join the next one. We got supports coming up last for you.